If you've ever left a party feeling lonelier than when you arrived, what you're experiencing isn't loneliness, it's misalignment. And once you understand the difference, everything changes. If you're new here, welcome to the Quest for Self. I'm Allie. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Today, we're talking about something I just figured out, the difference between loneliness and misalignment. So let's dive in. I want to tell you about a night that changed how I completely think about connection. I was at this gathering, so many people around, conversations, people laughing, enjoying themselves. I talked to so many people that night. And when I left, I felt completely invisible. Not because people were rude, not because I was ignored, but because every single conversation felt like I was performing, saying what people wanted me to hear, keeping the real me tucked away, monitoring every word just to make sure I was likable enough, interesting enough, or not too much. And when I finally got in my car, I felt a sense of relief because I could finally stop pretending. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't lonely, I was misaligned. The ache that I felt, it wasn't the absence of people. It was the absence of me in all of those interactions. I had disappeared into a version of myself that made everyone else comfortable, but left me feeling like a stranger in my own life. Here's the difference: loneliness is wanting connection and not having it. Misalignment is being surrounded by people who don't see the real you. They feel the same in your body, that hollow, exhausting ache, but they need completely different solutions. And here's what nobody tells you: we live in a world obsessed with quantity. How many friends you have, how busy your calendar is, how busy you look. But nobody's asking about quality. Can you actually be yourself around these people? Do they see you or just the version that fits their expectations? Because if you're constantly performing to keep people around, they're not really in your life. They're in a relationship with a character you're playing. And that character, it's exhausting to maintain. The loneliness you feel isn't because you need more people. It's because the people you're with don't have access to the real you. And you can't feel connected when you're hidden. So here's a question that changed everything for me: am I being seen here, or am I performing to be accepted? If you're performing, if you're monitoring your words, editing your personality, shrinking yourself to fit, that's the answer. That's not loneliness. That's being in the wrong rooms with all of the wrong people. And the fix isn't trying harder to fit in. It's not becoming more likable or more agreeable. The fix is finding different spaces, places where you don't have to perform, where your messy, complicated, real self is actually welcome. Yes, your circle might get smaller, but one genuine connection beats 100 superficial ones. One person who truly sees you is worth more than a room full of people who only see what they want to see. So, next time you're in a crowd and feel that familiar emptiness, don't ask, "Why am I so lonely?" Ask, "Am I lonely? Or am I just with the wrong people?" Because that answer, it changes everything. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Quest for Self. If this episode resonated, like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Share it with someone who you think might need to hear the message. You can also follow us on social media at The Quest for Self. And one thing I always want you to remember is you don't have to earn your way to a better version of yourself. You're already becoming that person with every choice you make. Till next time.